This is a top 15 matchup with the added subplot of conference rivalry. It's Big Ten versus Big 12. Bragging rights in play. Welcome to the iconic Rose Bowl, home field of the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Rumstreet. Let's get this thing underway. We'll kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman. And the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017. And that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Handed off out of the shotgun. Has the 1st down and more. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the 1st down by UCLA. And Chris, boy, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
And the Bruins starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Get set.
They're going to run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of the 17. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. He could go inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. A huge defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. try to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Breaks free. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks free. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And it's UCLA on top here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Throw to the running back in the flat. Breaking free at the 35. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. He breaks free. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Second and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They'll kick it away here. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Looks right for a quick completion. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He's swarmed by the defense. The quarterback makes the correct read there, and the result is a big gain.
What I like here, Chris, is the ball handling by this quarterback on the read option. The defender commits down to the back. He does a nice job of being able to see that, pulls it out, and then gets upfield north and south for the first down.
And they pick up the first on the ground. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball in the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught in the flat by the running back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Are these the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically? Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, they actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a dart right down the middle. Oh, that one's picked off.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field.
42 Spider.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass rush gets home.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Looking for a man. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Good job of sitting back in zone by this defense. Allows the entire secondary to keep their eyes up and kind of feel the receivers, but recognize when the quarterback releases the ball and then break on it and knock it away. That was perfect technique.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Now he's bringing it back. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Bruins.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. He's swarmed by the defense.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. This should be the last play of the quarter.
Easy.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And that one is incomplete. They tried a deep ball with time running out in the third quarter, but it doesn't work. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter.
28, Texas A&M, 0.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
325.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Aggies looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
UCLA.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Receivers are bunched together. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. First down and 10 now.
Nice execution here for the first down, and this is what they like to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big pass play to get this tempo kicked into gear, but here they come.
The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Catch made, a lot of space now. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Adds 6 more points to the total.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the UCLA offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Leaning on the run game here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The Bruins will crank up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Okay,
That gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Jackrabbit.
They'll give it to the running back. Fights off a defender.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Bruins line up with a 1st and goal.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Here we go. Ready.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
UCLA 35. Texas A&M
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
set to kick this one away.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll... $25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Cricket.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Ready,
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down.
Clear. Clear. Where you go?
And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his back. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. For this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
Oh, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.